Okay, this is my mini ground station, and it's built into another one of those $15 Harbor Freight cases. This is what it looks like when you open the case. Looks like a bit of a mess, but it actually sets up very quickly. The video receiver is Diversity. I usually just use 2 omnidirectional antennas because I don't fly that far away, but I've got a patch antenna on here for the picture. And then I like this type because the band and the channel selection you can select with buttons rather than dip switches, so it's very convenient. This one does not have auto scan, however. Then I've got some Velcro on the case where the receiver attaches. And then here you can see what it looks like in operation. The case is held open with a dowel, which has some Velcro on both ends, and that's just to keep the case from flopping shut in the wind, because I normally just use this for recording, so I set it up, turn it on record, and just let it go the whole time I'm flying. And I don't have to bother with it. The monitor is a 7-inch LCD, and these usually have a 1/4-inch, 1/4-20 tripod mount on the bottom, so I'm using that to mount it to the case with a nylon bolt which holds it very securely. Then the whole thing runs off of one 3S2200 battery, which I have a lot of. So normally one battery will last several hours with this setup, so I don't really have to worry about battery life. But if I needed to, it's very easy to pop another one in there. The video receiver then feeds the signal to this distribution amplifier. So there's an input on the left there, the white plug, and then it gives me 4 outputs that I can use. So I'm using 2 of them right now, one for the DVR and one for the monitor. But I could hook up another display or goggles or another recorder if I wanted to. And then to the right of the signal distribution amplifier is a BEC that steps the voltage down to 5 volts, and I feed that to the DVR so I don't have to worry about battery life. The DVR has its own battery, but that way I don't have to worry about making sure the battery is charged. The DVR is a unit that I bought from Stone Blue Airlines, which they don't sell anymore, but it's identical to a unit that's sold by Hobby Wireless. It's called the VR1500. I think the current price is about $115. It has its own display, which is nice, and there are buttons on the side that you can use to navigate the menus and the different functions. Also, there are switches for on, off, and record. A slot for an SD card. This is a 32 gig card, which I'm not sure how long the recording time is, but I've gone an hour without any problems. So, and then there are other inputs and outputs. One nice thing is it has a lock button, so you can turn it on for recording and then lock it, and then it will stay in that mode. You don't have to worry about it getting bumped and shutting off accidentally or something like that. So here it is in operation. It just sits down at the bottom of the box and happily records. If you do need to change any of the menu settings, which I don't normally do, the hand control is actually much more convenient for that. You can go through the menus much more quickly. So this is what it looks like when it's in operation. The monitor is there. I don't really use it for flying, but you know, if you have a friend at the field who wants to watch the FPV when you're flying, you can let them watch, or someone else can plug goggles in if they want to. It literally takes about 1 minute to set this up, get everything turned on. All you have to turn on is the video receiver and the DVR, plug in the battery, and it takes about 1 minute to tear it down, get ready, get all packed up to go. So very convenient, does a good job. I really like it.